What does Mike Tyson, David Ramsey, and the legendary late Stan Lee all have in common? They have at some point all gone bankrupt, and I declare that not as an insult to them. They are great, iconic people, but to illustrate to you that it doesn't matter if you're rich, famous, and successful. This financial trap is something that anyone can fall into. The rich, middle class, and poor. The trap, my friends, is lifestyle inflation, and in this video, I'm going to share 11 ways to combat it. But before we do, please like and subscribe because it helps me out. Anyway, let's get into it. Number 1, perception matters. The main thing everyone talks about when it comes to lifestyle creep is making sure that we don't try and keep up with the Joneses. And look, we all understand that. But that's like saying to not get fat, don't eat chocolate. And let's be honest, we all love eating chocolate. The reality is more nuanced because how you look, what you wear, how you carry yourself all affects what people think of you. That's just a fact. For instance, owning a more flashy car statistically makes you more perceptually successful and attractive. Now, that isn't always a good or bad thing. It depends on how you want to be perceived. How people think of you can affect whether you get that promotion or if someone buys from you or not, or even if they watch your YouTube videos. So make sure you think about how you want to be perceived and don't the nice car or the illogical luxury item if 1, it supports how you want to be perceived, and 2, you can afford it. Number 2, acknowledge your spending. Knowing if you can afford something or not, even trying to figure out a budget for yourself, I think all starts from acknowledging your spending to start with. And that's actually a really hard thing to do. Everyone talks about creating a budget, and I get all that, and it's not bad advice. But I think step 1, at the end of each week, even each day, log into your banking and acknowledge what you've spent. And importantly, acknowledge your feelings about it. If you keep doing that, firstly, you'll be more mindful when spending in the future. And 2, you'll automatically find yourself beginning to make more sensible buying decisions and even begin budgeting organically. Number 3, do it yourself. Getting the balance of what you should outsource and what you should do yourself is actually a really tough balancing act. It's the exact same challenge in business. And I often treat my personal and business life pretty similar. I spent the last 13 years of my life building a UK-wide home buying company, national estate agency, and my own personal property portfolio. And I think long and hard about these common outsourcing mistakes when considering if we should do something ourselves or outsource it. You want the net outcome of outsourcing to create you more value than it's costing you. So here are some examples. Having my cleaner saves me time. I can then spend to make more money at work and spend more time with my family. Or the next example would be trying to fix our Tesla myself is too time consuming to learn. I will likely create damage, then repair it. Therefore, I'll go to outsource the repair. Or the next example, learning to put the shelf up will take me 10 minutes to learn on YouTube. I can borrow the tools and it's a useful skill to learn as well as saving me money. You've got to think through the value you're getting by not doing something yourself. If you can't figure out the value, then don't do it. Number 4, treat savings like taxes. I'm not going to talk about the importance of investing. I'm sure you know it, and you can also check out my other videos for that information. But I am going to talk to you about taxes. We all pay them. Pretty much everything you buy at the shop, you're paying 20% VAT on without even thinking about it. In fact, as we all know, taxes have increased a fair amount over the last few years, and we all have to pay it because we have to. We should all treat savings like taxes as something we don't like doing but have to do. Decide what your savings tax is going to be and take it the moment your paycheck comes into your bank account and lock it away. Number 5, someone's trash, another's treasure. I hated buying stuff secondhand until my wife started bringing home a whole array of expensive baby toys, car seats, baby monitors, all from Facebook Marketplace. They all looked in really good condition, and rather than costing £200 an item, they cost £20 an item. With my property investments, the number 1 hack I have when I'm furnishing them for holiday lets or or HMOs is we often pick up great sofas and beds from places like Facebook Marketplace. Rather than spending £500 for a sofa, quite literally people are giving them away for free or for 50 quid if you're willing to collect them. Number 6, ignore the pay rise. You should 100% look for any avenue that helps you earn more money, provided it is legal, ethical, and makes you happy. So when I say ignore the pay rise, what I mean is to avoid this hamster wheel trap. Instead, don't spend any more, just put the excess pay into savings and invest for your financial freedom. Otherwise, all you're going to end up doing is going round and round in circles. Number 7, haggle. We all understand the importance of trying to get the best price, but I'm not sure we're all comfortable with haggling, with asking for that better price. The most important thing is to realize you have more power than you think. It is always your choice what you buy, and so politely following these 6 steps can help you build perspective on if a situation allows for you to get a lower price or not. It doesn't matter what situation I'm in, I'm always looking to negotiate a better price if it doesn't affect quality of the service or product I'm getting at the end. But I never drive the price down to the point of creating resentment from the person I'm buying it from. You want the outcome to be that you'd want to be a repeat customer and that they would want you to be a repeat customer. Quality over quantity can seem counterintuitive. Surely doing more is better. But did you know that Vincent van Gogh only sold 1 painting during his lifetime? Yet today, his work is widely regarded as some of the most beautiful and influential art in history. This is a powerful example of how quality can sometimes triumph over quantity. So quality over quantity isn't just about buying a quality piece of clothing rather than a cheap, poorly made piece of clothing. Of course, that stuff is all important and you need to assess those things, individual decisions for yourself. But it can also be applied to your time. For instance, is it better to look like you're working more while being at work longer? Or is it better to make your time more productive so that you're getting more done in less time? Same goes for anything. Spending quality time with family, quality time at the gym, rather than just wasting time unfocused on those things. Number 9, fitness over junk food. Look, I know this is a bit over the top, and I'm not saying you should never treat yourself to a burger and a nice glass of red wine. And anyway, what does junk food and fitness have to do with lifestyle creep anyway? Well, my friends, I honestly think it's about feeling happy and content. If you're doing regular exercise and in general eating well, that's going to benefit your physical and mental health and make it far more likely you'll make better decisions for you. Personally, I treat my physical fitness and my diet as a critical fuel to how I feel and how I get the most out of my time. Number 10, easy over hard. The aim of the game is actually to make your life easy. And the key to making life easy is by building healthy habits. Healthy habits are what gives your life momentum and fuel, as opposed to unhealthy habits weighing you down and making it hard to make the right decisions for yourself in life and in your finances. The number 1 thing I can recommend you do is read Atomic Habits. It's a book that will equip you with the tools to help you break bad habits, because it's completely unrealistic for me to go through how to do that in a 10-minute video. Number 11, long-term love. I'm not here to judge if you're single or not, or even if one is right or wrong. In reality, a bad relationship can be toxic to your life, as well as being single being exactly what you need to build independence and confidence in yourself. The key is to focus on being happy. If you're happy, you're more likely to avoid the dangers of lifestyle creep. If you care about your financial health, I'll see you up here.